Hare Krishna. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing great. Myself Shiv Prasad. Today we are going to see one more important concept, that is coupling. If you are an engineer, software engineer, you might have heard this word, right? Coupling. So do you ever think what does it mean by coupling? Okay, so basically when you start writing coding, you keep on hearing this word, okay? Let's see what does it mean by this. Coupling is a measure of how much work is involved in changing something. Try to understand this one. Okay. In other words, we can say coupling refers to the degree of interdependence between components or modules in a system. Let's say like today you have an application which supports some sort of what I can say, maybe some user login, simple user login by password and username. Okay. And you release this to the market. Okay. And your customers are using it. And tomorrow, what happens is your application got some demand and you need to make it more secure. Okay, that's where you thought of introducing some sort of OTP authentication. Okay, OTP authentication to your application. When I say especially the login. So now coupling tells how much work you need to do, okay, when you start developing or start implementing this functionality, okay. How much dependency you already created in your application such that you need to spend more time in order to achieve this functionality. Okay. So this is what it's mean by tight coupling. Okay, sorry, coupling. Sorry. So now here there are two types of couplings. Okay, one is tight coupling, tightly coupling you may say, and another one is loose coupling, loose coupling. Okay, let's try to understand. Okay, what are the real-time examples? When we say this word technically, okay, it may sound good, right? So let's try to understand real-time examples so that you won't forget this concept. Okay, I hope you are all know about car, right? Okay, so if you see here, a engine is tightly coupled to a car. Okay, why I'm saying this statement? Because the process of changing engine's cars takes long time. Right? So this is what I talk about, right? Coupling is a measure of how much work is involved in changing something. Okay, when I say this, it doesn't mean only technically, it may be what I can say our real-time examples, right? So here, in order to change a car's engine, you need to spend more time, right? That is what something. And a wheel is loosely coupled to a car. Okay, because like you don't need what I can say much work, like with very little disruption, okay, to the fundamental operation of the car, changing the wheel is quick process. Okay, just you need to remove the old one and then you need to fix it immediately. Compared to the engine change, wheel change take less time. Then a laptop is loosely coupled to a specific location. The reason is like you can bring your laptop wherever, okay, it is not location specific, right? So that means when it comes about location, you can say it's loosely coupled. Whereas your computer is tightly coupled because you need to keep your monitor, your CPU, maybe your what I can say wide mouse, wide keyboard, maybe your speakers, blah blah blah. Right? It is tightly coupled to a specific area. You cannot that much easily what I can say take it from one place to other place. Okay, this is all real-time examples. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is being an engineer, we have to maintain certain rules, or else we have certain rules to follow, principles to follow when creating an outstanding software. Coupling is even more important in building great. Okay, coupling is one of the principle you can treat it as. It is what I can say more important in building the great software. The only thing constant in technology is change. Okay, change is the only constant thing. Why I'm saying this? Because business requirements change every day, right? Your frameworks change. Today if you're a Java developer, today you're using Spring and tomorrow you may go with Spring Boot. And your code also changes, right? Accordingly, your business requirements. So isn't our goal to make it functional improvements with least amount of code modifications? Yes, right? That what it motivates us to learn more things such as this concept. So now let's try to understand in a coding way. Okay. So first I'm going to explain you this one. Okay. Title coupling. So there is an app. You can treat this as a simple application which you deliver to what I can say market. Now there is a Mario game. Okay. Let's see what this Mario game has. So this Mario game has four methods. Okay. Up, down, left, right. I hope you know what I can say Mario game, right? So up, jump, down, go into a hole, go back, accelerate. Cool. And then you have a game runner, right? So you have a Mario game. Now you need to run that game, right? So for that, I created a game runner. So here, if you see Mario game, so I took a data member, okay, Mario game, and to this constructor, okay, I passed a Mario game. If you see from app, okay, I passed a Mario game to the constructor of game runner, okay. Now you see it has been set. And then what I'm doing is I'm calling simply game runner dot run so that Mario game will run. Okay, then I'm saying simply running the game. I'm printing what the game name Mario. Then I'm calling up, down, left, right. This looks so cool, right? So doesn't seem any drawback, right? Let's try to run this application. Like it called what I can say the up, down, left, right. So whatever we given there, okay, it's printed. Now it looks so cool, right? So now tell me, okay, today you are dealing only Mario game, and tomorrow I want to support PUBG. Okay, so what sort of change is required now? The first thing is you need to add one more data member here, right? So first let's create quickly a PUBG. Okay, so PUBG, PUBG game. Cool. By the way, I'm not fan of PUBG, but still I'm taking because maybe you're a fan. So, okay, just for sake of this demonstration, I'm taking same methods. Okay, cool. So maybe I can make it more specific. PUBG, just ignore the functionality. I mean to say, I don't know how what I can say PUBG behaves, but just I'm taking what I can say example. So PUBG, cool. PUBG, cool. So that we can know which game called. Okay, one change we need to do is you need to create one more data member for PUBG, right? If you would like to achieve in the same, then you need to change the constructor, okay? And you need to what I can say assign this to the current instant variable. Cool. Okay, then this run part remains same. Okay, is it really remains the same? How you can come to know? How you can what I can say tell okay I called PUBG or else I called Mario game or else do you need to create a separate constructor only for sake of PUBG? What do you feel? Okay, let's do something differently. Instead of having this constructor, let's have one more constructor which take only what I can say PUBG. PUBG. Okay. This dot PUBG game equal to PUBG game. Cool, right? Now let's try to see. Okay, now if I would like to what I can say play PUBG game, then what I need to do? First, I need to create a PUBG game object, right? PUBG game, cool. Then what I need to do? So here I already done with the Mario, right? Then again I need to call some other thing. So where PUBG game runner new game runner of PUBG you can pass. Okay, cool. Though what I can say, we say the I mean to say, though we say up, down, left are same as what I can say Mario game for PUBG. But if you see this piece of code, it is simply printing Mario and Mario game. Okay. Now what you need to do? How you can what I can say call PUBG one because they are two different classes which doesn't have any common parent. So how you can do? Do we need to create another run method for PUBG? Or else do we pass a object? If you would like to pass an object, so how you can make it dynamically match? I mean to say, sometimes you need to call Mario game, sometimes you need to call PUBG game. So how you pass? Okay. Just for sake of this demonstration, let's take one more example. Cool. Run PUBG maybe. Cool. So running game. PUBG game. Okay, so for print, okay, cool. Now let's simply call run PUBG and then we are done. Okay, mm, PUBG runner, cool. Now let's try to see like jump PUBG, right? But after writing this piece of code, okay, are you really satisfied with the changes we made? Are you not feeling so much of duplicated code we have and so much of tight coupling we made? And now tell me, tomorrow I would like to, what I can say, allot 10 more, what I can say, types of games. Okay, maybe some subway surfs, whatever it is. So what sort of, what I can say, code changes you need? Are we not going to do so much of modification and are we not making our software ugly looking? Right? So this is not something we would like to encourage, right? Being an engineer. So this is drawback of tight coupling. So never write code in this direction where you need to do so much of modification and so much of what I can say non-standard coding practices just for sake of achieving some functional what I can say requirement. Okay. Always try to think smartly. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, we seen like tightly coupling, right? So now let's see how we can better make it using loosely coupling. So now what we observed is so far I'm taking these two examples only, Mario game, okay, and PUBG game. What we observed is they both having common what I can say calls like up, down, and then maybe left and then right, right? So we created data member for these and then this, and we created separating constructors to what I can say initialize the objects. Okay, that is where we feel it has drawbacks. So can't we make it more simplifying way with what I can say loose coupling? Okay, I take some game console interface which has these four abstract methods up, down, left, right, and then I implement game console for Mario. Maybe Mario implements game console and PUBG also implements game console and they write their own implementation accordingly how they performs in their games, right? So this way you can see, okay, let's go and see the first thing one. So gaming console. What I did is I took an interface and up, down, left, right, these are the abstract methods. Then what I did is game, what I can say, Mario game I took, just for one example. You see Mario game implements gaming console, up, down, left, right, and it can have its own implementation. Cool. And then I have game runner. Now you see, okay, I no need to write 10 data members like how we write in tight coupling, right? It's just a gaming console because whatever the game you are going to create, which is going to implement the gaming console, right? So in such a way, like you can maintain only this gaming console and you see what I am doing. So to this constructor, I'm passing gaming console, okay, and then just simply calling the gaming console data up, down, left, right. Okay, now let's try to quickly write our main class. Okay, that is nothing but app. Okay, so inside app, so public static void main. Cool. Then what I do is var Mario game equal to new Mario game, right? And then var gaming console equal to new what is that one? Sorry, where we are, we need to pass gaming console to this one. Cool. Sorry, I missed something maybe. Let me quickly check how to make it. Okay. Uh, Game runner subway surface. Oh, my bad. I'm doing correct only. So game runner. Okay, to this I'm just passing Mario game. Okay, cool. Then you can say it's a runner, not console. Cool. Then runner dot just run. Right. So now let's see what happens. Cool. It print gem go back whole something something, right? The same thing. Now let's go and quickly create one more class PUBG game And now this is what the requirement, right? So now we got another requirement to support one more game, that is PUBG. So now what I do is this also implements gaming console, okay, and it overrides all the method. Okay, cool. And I quickly, what I can say, take this one gem, maybe just for sake of differentiation I'm making is PUBG. Cool. Now let's go to our main app. So tomorrow we want to support something, right? What we can simply do, we can simply create an object of this one, PUBG game equal to new PUBG. Okay, you just do something, you just pass this PUBG to here. No need to do so much of change. And you see, you jump PUBG, go into a whole PUBG, go back PUBG, etc. You see the kind of changes we did, right? So, which is very minimal, and we not even changed the way game runner behaves, right? The game runner class remains the same because this is the main class which runs our game, right? This remains the same, and we just added one more, what I can say, game, and just we passed that instance. That's it. We never did any major changes, right? So this is all about tight coupling. Okay, this is all about, sorry, loose coupling. Sorry. So this is in overall, this is all about the coupling. It may be loose coupling or tight coupling, but trust me, guys, this is one of the key concepts which you need to know. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something new today. If you want a written version of this explanation, I already wrote an article about it. I will put it into the comment section, and don't forget to check out. And thanks a lot for watching my video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you won't miss any updates. Hare Krishna.